it's Marina, Travel Experta, and today we're going to be talking about rock climbing in San Cristobal de las Casas. Are you guys ready for an adventure? Let's begin. So here's the thing, guys. Today, we mainly travel as a family wherever there's going to be rock climbing. I am outnumbered in my family 3-1, so I am totally cool with going wherever there is a really good rock climbing outdoors or even some gyms. Usually we go where there's good rock climbing, like outdoors. And San Cristobal de las Casas is actually known for really good rock climbing. So that's the main reason why we chose to go here. So there is one particular group. It's actually a couple that runs this company. It's called Vertigo Climbing, and they take you to the rock, and they also have a small gym, and they are really hands-on. They're total climbers. Martin, one of the guys, it's Martin and Sofia. He actually developed the majority of the rock climbing routes throughout San Cristobal, so it's really cool, and he really knows his stuff. He's a really strong climber, and so is Sofia. She's also a super strong climber. They're excellent belayers. I really recommend getting in touch with them. They have all the equipment you need. The three main places that people climb in San Cristobal is Arcotete. If you guys, Arcotete, I have an entire podcast episode about Arcotete, which is where they also have the caves. It's a really cool eco park. I definitely recommend going there, even if you don't climb, because the cave is super fun. But when we were there, we saw rock climbers there. So that is a really cool space, and it goes over this ravine, so it makes it that much more interesting. There's also bouldering. The bouldering is in Castillo Dragon, which it literally means dragon castle. And again, Vertigo Climbing, they have crash pads that they could either rent for you, or when you go with them, they obviously bring it with you. And the other really popular place is Peña Maria. Again, a lot of these places, if you have your own equipment, if you really know how to get around, if you are, capable, you could go on your own completely. We wanted to and also the thing is, when you do hire these local guides, it's kind of like hanging out with the community, right? You start to get to know the community. And because of that, we had this really great dominoes effect when we went to Oaxaca. Make sure you listen to my podcast about rock climbing in Oaxaca. But because of that, my husband and my son met other climbers because they were introduced from Martin, because Martin is really good friends with some of them there. And they were able to go and climbing in Oaxaca with that. Also, Martina and Sofia for Vertical Climbing, they opened up a brand new gym, so we were invited to the inauguration as well. They have a really great rock climbing gym in Tuxtla. Tuxtla is about an hour and a half from San Cristobal, which also has amazing rock climbing. And they also have a tiny little gym in San Cristobal de las Casas as well, which my husband and son also went and trained as well one time when we couldn't go to the actual rock. So this is just a really cool thing. And if you guys want to really rock climb, definitely give yourself several days to enjoy the different locations. And I know by the sounds of my husband and son, there's a lot of projects to do. So I know for rock climbers, they can continue going back to the same spot at least 3 or 4 or 10 times and not be, done with the place. So leave yourself some time, because San Cristobal is definitely known for its rock climbing. And that's what I recommend that you guys check out. And if you guys have been climbing in San Cris, I'd love to hear more about your information, or if you've done with Vertigo Climbing. And if you enjoy this podcast, leave me a review, share it with your friends, and remember to make every day an adventure.